In our culture of Acholi, when a great person like Jacob dies, what we do first of all, the way we welcome him, the way we bury him, we use our Buola dance. And the Buola dance is done, performed for a great person. It can be a cultural chief. And that is what we want to do when we are welcoming Jacob in the airport. That is what we want to do when we are escorting him to his grave. But also in the culture of the Luo, the Acholi people, if we are not satisfied with the way somebody dies, we have our own way how we can bury him for him to fight his battle. And that's why I was telling people that when the local people are asking what killed him, the government should come and explain clearly so that people understand it. If they are not satisfied, it is very bad. You will recall how Akena was buried when he was killed innocently, and what happened until the person who killed him had to go and confess to the paramount chief of the Acholi. So at this moment, when we are mourning our fallen hero, for the region, people are asking me a lot of questions. I have told them, please, calm down. The Minister of Health, the doctors who have been handling him will come and explain the circumstances under which he died. And when that is done and people are satisfied, no problem. But when we are not satisfied, we have our own way of burying our people, and they will fight their battle. The government should come and explain clearly for our cultural institution to understand. But in our Luo culture, if somebody is dead in the circumstances that we don't understand, we have our own way of burying them to fight their battle. Well, I actually implore the President of the Republic of Uganda to actually, this is the first speaker that died when he's in office. And that is why it caught the country in disarray. We have to at least, in a special way, have a day of celebrating his life yearly as a country. That is what I would request from the President of Uganda, to designate a day to be a public holiday in Uganda when we can still remember the life of Jacob Oulanya. That's what I can request from the President of the Republic of Uganda. But for Jacob, we lost a great man, a man that had a lot of humility, a man that was always preaching unity, and for that matter, we don't want to complicate the circumstances under which he died, and we want to escort him in a way that will be a decent way of sending him off this world. We will miss him as a sub-region, we'll miss him as northern Uganda, we'll miss him as a country. Because I have told people, and I want to repeat it, several times when you have something, you will never value it. It can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be your vehicle, your child. Until it is gone, that is when you realize, oh, I had a very great thing. Ugandans started knowing the life of Jacob when he was dead. But this is a man that really had humanity in the way he handled things, and with a lot of humility. And we have to give him that decent burial. That's why I'm preaching and talking to the people who are coming to replace him. First of all, in the African culture, it is not normal to begin to replace the head of a family or somebody who has died when he's not yet buried. But the Constitution says he cannot be buried when there is no speaker. So constitutionally, it is right to have elections, but culturally or morally, it is not right. I therefore request those who are competing for that position. I have hospital where Jacob was sick and saying he should be brought back home to die in Uganda. And we have said we have forgiven them. That is our position. As I said before, and my position to the country, let the death of our brother Jacob Oulanya bring unity to the country called Uganda. We don't want to be divided along tribes, along religion, along parties. Let us unite to give our future generation a better country, Uganda, after the death of our brother Jacob.